'Tis the season to tip the service people in your lives, but how do you know how much to give?
You can give me whatever you want. Okay, there you go.
Thank
Talk radio host Peter Dills here with us today with some helpful tips on how to show your gratitude. So
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, kind of interesting, we just wanted to talk about where did the word tips come from?
Well, tip to ensure promptness, tips to ensure proper service.
Oh, okay.
Kind of doesn't make sense. It sounds like we're going to tip in advance.
That is true.
So what are we tipping for the next time we come back?
Right? No, we're actually tipping because somebody is providing a service to you. So yeah, during December, during the holidays, it seems like we're tipping a little bit more, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of us are going out for dinners
Yep.
and nice celebrations. So what about tipping, right when you get there? Is there anybody you should do to get really good service?
The maitre d', right?
Right.
To make sure that you give the maitre d' a little bit of grease, we call it in the hospitality business.
And how much is
$10
grease?
bucks, $10, get your seat, It's like, hey, there's an hour wait, $10, get you a little in front of the line.
$10 is good.
$10 is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about if we're in Vegas? Is it a little bit higher over there, or $10?
They
also
love grease in Vegas, don't they? Well, it's funny you mentioned the word about Vegas, and what do you think about in Vegas is Sunday brunches and buffets? Do you tip 20% when you go to a buffet in Vegas? I say no, because you're really doing the work yourself. You're going to the buffet, you're getting the food. Sure, somebody's going to come by, bring you some juice, maybe bring you a little bit of champagne. 10, 12% is good.
I always wonder, who do you tip during the holidays? How much, and who can you not tip?
Again, it's, you're rewarding everybody for all their hard work during the year. So anybody that has provided you service, we were talking during the break, the guy that puts the tree on your car, he's got to get a couple dollars, right? Mm-hmm. Getting your hair done, got to give them a couple dollars. Well, even more than a couple dollars. But something interesting about those who provide service, I find. What happens if it's your hairstylist and it's Dave's hair salon? Do we tip him the same thing? I say no. I say a little bit less.
A little bit less.
A little bit less, because if it's a $100 haircut, Dave is getting the $100 anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to be popular with the barbers union on that one.
And what is the standard for going out to dinner and having a couple glasses of wine?
I start at 18%, and I either go up or down.
Depending on the service.
Depending on the service.
Depending on, and you include the wine and the food all together, or do you not?
You bring up a slippery slope there.
Okay.
Okay, so my server brought over the wine. Doesn't it take just as much effort to open a $10 bottle of wine than a $200 bottle of wine? Would it make sense to leave 20% on a $200 bottle of wine? I say no.
So what do you do?
10%.
10% on the alcohol.
Yeah, and then again, and when we're talking about going out to eat, we're rewarding our server for their service. So if the food, you didn't like the food, don't take it out on the server. It's not, the server didn't make the food. I hate that. When I go into a restaurant and I go, hey, I ordered this medium rare and it came out well done, and the server says, and I hate this, I didn't make the food. Well, I didn't say you made the food, just if you could go get it right. And once they get it right, they get the 18%. Now, if they go above and beyond, we'll go to 20 and 22%. But if they don't, we're going to bring it back down to 15 or maybe even 14%.
And how do you figure out how much to tip somebody around this time of the year? Somebody that you might give a little $5 tip to, let's say somebody cutting your hair or something. And then at Christmas time, how high does that go?
Exactly.
Again, those who've provided a service to you throughout the year are going to get some type of tip. This morning when I was getting my hair done for this show, the person that was in front of me left $40. I didn't leave $40, but that was her gratitude for his. She probably would have left 20, but she doubled it. So there's a rule of thumb. Just go ahead and double it. If you get, flowers delivered now, $2 or $3. Something interesting about valet. Do you ever wonder about, well, wait a minute, I already paid $8 to park.
Right.
Do I have to leave more?
Yeah.
You do.
And finally, somebody who might clean your house, just very quickly, do you leave them exactly for a Christmas holiday tip what you normally would, in addition, like double, like 50%?
Yeah, I mean, now we're talking about a reward for your hard service. Now, now we're using maybe the word Christmas bonus.
Okay.
Certainly. Times are tough, we know, but it's time to share the wealth.
Share the wealth.
There you go.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I hope that helped.
Great advice, and we will tip you for your advice.
And by the way, before we go, we should mention that Peter, of course, is the son of
Yep.
Elmer Dills, who
Yes. Started right here at KCAL
Yeah,
Yep.
about 32 years ago.
was at Channel 7 for so many years.
Yeah,
He did such
yeah.
a great job.
And I'm on KBC Talk Radio.
We'll
if you
check
want
you
to
out.
find out more about tipping.
All right. Thank
You
you,
get
Peter.
20% then. Okay, for more information on holiday tipping, just head to our website, KCAL9.com. Click on Seen on TV.
Still ahead here, a prank gone wrong on live.